Hello, everybody. This is Veronica from Las Chiquirucas. Welcome to part 2 of the toxic relationship episode. We hope you've enjoyed it so far. Please let us know. Like and subscribe. I think I told you, too. Like, maybe it's already like almost 10 years ago. She calls me out of the blue. I have a phone ID coming in from like Oregon somewhere. And I was like, who's this? And I picked up because I have an aunt that lives in Oregon and I couldn't remember for the life of me what city in Oregon. So I thought, oh, maybe it's my tia, because at that time I was starting to reconnect with a lot of my dad's family. And this tia, well, she's out there. So like my sister told me, I gave Tia Rosita your number. So watch out for when she calls you. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And so she calls, and I pick up, and I thought it's my tia. And I was like, hello. And she goes, hola, Vero. And I knew as soon as I heard that sound.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, my God. The blood in me started to boil. My heart started racing. I mean, even my palms got sweaty.
How does
like,
she have your number? Has your number still been the same all these years? I don't
The
remember.
number that I got while I was, Alvin and I started dating has always been the same.
Okay.
So she's had my number from the very beginning. I've never changed it.
Okay.
And even if she lost it, she might have gotten it from her mom, because I still had contact with her mom, or her sister. Yeah. Because she was the only one that I was not friends with anymore. Yeah. And she goes, Vero? And I was like, oh my God. I just like stood quiet, and she goes, es que, perdóname que te esté llamando. And I'm like, entonces, ¿por qué chingados estás llamando? Like, if you're that sorry, what the fuck are you doing on the phone? And she goes, es que quería yo disculparme por lo que te hice. And I go, oh, ¿y qué me hiciste? Dime, ¿qué me hiciste? And she was like, pues, cuando te embarazaste con tu hijo y te dije ballena. And I'm like, oh, that's what you did to me? That's like the worst that you did to me. Are you sure that's the only thing that you did to me? She goes on to explain, like, y perdóname, because when Alvin and I started dating, she was starting to say, oh my God, él estaba checking out so-and-so. And I'm like, no, he wasn't. Like, I was there. I've seen him. He doesn't check people out. And we took her out one time, Alvin and I, to play pool. And she's wearing this, and you remember how she had big knockers? And she was wearing this blouse that would like show all this cleavage. And I walked away to go to the bathroom, and I left them together alone. And she like bends over all seductively and telling him, and so Alvin, like she starts to like show her titties and everything. And he looked at her like, whoa, and he kind of like backed up, and I don't even know what he asked her. I don't remember. But he was like, he just looked at her and he goes, I don't know. He's like, I'm currently in a relationship and involved with your best friend. So like, he's like, I can't tell you. And later on, I asked her, did you flirt with my boyfriend? Me? Oh, ¿qué te dijo? Oh my God, that never happened. I'm like, why would he lie to me? Like I didn't know who Alvin was. I didn't know what kind of person he was. But when he said that to me, I was like, it tracks. It tracks. This shit tracks. So she calls and she apologizes, and she starts talking about how she should have been more supportive of my pregnancy, and that she was sorry that she called me a whale, and that she's glad that my relationship and that she was trying to protect me from Alvin, because he was so much older, and that at the time she felt like he was just trying to take advantage of me. Okay? Like, what relationship isn't trying to take advantage of each other one way or another? But I'm like, oh, okay. And she goes, but I was wrong, and I'm so sorry, and I'm glad that it worked out. I see that you guys are still married. And I hope that you're still happy in your marriage, and yada yada and da da da.
So what's the purpose of this?
And I was like, okay, so you just called me to apologize for calling me a fucking whale. I go, that did not need to be a phone call. You could have sent me an email. You could have sent me a fucking mail in post. I said,
put a stamp on it, bitch.
yeah, like, I'm so proud of you. Keep going, and I'm sorry for being a bitch. Like, if that's all you're going to call me to apologize for, don't waste my fucking time, you know?
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, sí, pero. I said, because you talked a lot of shit about me with everyone that would listen, with your sister, with Tamara, with whoever knew me. I was like the devil. I go, you told your sister that I stopped paying you rent right after I left. I go, and that made me look like a fucking, like a heel, like the worst friend in the world, like the worst roommate in the world. I'm like, and that's not who I am. I said, I don't care if you talk shit about me. I said, but I do not appreciate being misrepresented that way. Mm-hmm. I said, y para que la otra gente te crea, especialmente tu hermana, I go, las dos están de la verga, de la chingada. And I go, because you guys don't take into consideration the people that you have in front of you and know that what is being said about them probably isn't true because you know who the person is. Yeah. Like, I am who I am. What you see is what you get. Yes, I do have my resting bitch face, and a lot of people have said, you're so not approachable. But then in the end, I have people approaching me left and right all the fucking time. So I don't think that's my problem. And then she starts going on about how everyone else was talking. She's like, yo no fui la única que dije cosas. Tu amiga, and I know that you still talk to her. Tu amiga Tamara estaba diciendo tanta mierda de ti. She goes, you wouldn't even believe. And I'm like,
I hope
no,
she told
wouldn't.
you. I hope she told you because I'm curious to know what
said,
shit I talked about.
¿Qué te dijo? ¿Qué te dijo? And she's like, ay, ya ni me acuerdo, pero ella también dijo muchas cosas de ti. And I go, ¿y tu hermana? La chiquita? The one that's still my friend, supposedly? I said, también dijo chingaderas de mí, right? And she was like, sí. And I go, so las tres estaban maldiciéndome. I said, so, but you're saying.
I probably talked shit about Alvin. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there was no reason to talk shit about you. It was Alvin. Yeah, my issue was Alvin.
And I told, So she basically went around that conversation of me saying, you talked all this shit about me. You made me look like this and look like that. And I'm just basically ripping into her. Mm-hmm. And she wouldn't take responsibility. She kept going around in circles and saying that you were the one that was causing all the problems. You were the one that started it. You were the one that made things worse for me and that friendship circle. Yes. Yes. And I said, me está llevando la verga. I said, me está llevando la puta verga. And let me tell you why, bitch. I said, Maura was not the problem. Tamara wasn't the problem. I said, the problem is and has always been you. I said, you are the worst friend.
She's the common denominator here.
Yeah, you're the worst human being. I said, she did not have a good outcome with you. I said, she's in fact traumatized because of you. Let me tell you. She came in to your circle of friendship with a ton of fucking friends that loved her and supported her and were always there for her. But you know what? She left you and she left half of the fucking friends. I said, so whose fault was, where is the problem here? I'll tell you what the problem is. It's you. You're the thing that wrecks everyone's life and relationship with other people.
Yep.
I said, you tried to, and she also tried, like, the other thing about manipulation is you isolate your victim. And I'm like, you isolated me from my own family. You tried to isolate me from Tamara too before I brought her in. Because when I brought her in, you guys told her that I said all this shit about her.
Yeah.
When, yes, I did. But I also told her all the shit that I thought about her. Like, she knew. Like, this was like an open secret.
It wasn't shit talk. You were literally just describing them. You were describing me to them.
They were like,
and they twisted it into, she says your butt crack smell. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, that family is good to do that.
So she never took responsibility. And I go, and you know what? I don't know if I will take your apology and stick it up your ass as far as it'll go. I said, because that is exactly what it's worth to me. es mierda. You're like shitting on the stick again. I go, te cagas en el palo siempre. I said, this wasn't an apology. This was you trying to find out where my life is right now. You're trying to reconnect with me. And you know what? It's none of your fucking business. So that was like the last conversation. But even then, that taught me, like that reassured me as a grown person that there was nothing wrong with me. That I didn't do anything wrong. That it was just...
No.
It was just... the toxicity, the manipulation, the lies, the gaslighting. I mean, dude, you look in the fucking dictionary and she's everything in that. Like, I had never like, and you know, back then, you don't, like now people talk about it and they're like, oh yeah, they're toxic because, you know, you have the vocabulary to describe behaviors.
Yeah.
Right? So
I think you were the perfect pawn for someone like her. I think you were hungry for that friendship. You were hungry for that validation. And she gave it to you. Like you said, she like love bombed you. You got everything from her as a friend that you felt you needed. And in turn,
and I got a lot of experiences from her that I still feel like were good experiences, but they were still not.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
She wasn't. No, she was bad. But I'm sure good comes out of bad people all the time. I say that about my ex-husband. Like, he's the demon in my eyes. But there's good that comes out of knowing those people. You needed to deal with someone like her to kind of get out of that I don't deserve better. When I would always tell you, like, my favorite song for you was that one from, what is that movie? You remember the song that I'm like, this is your song. When we went to go see
She would be so pretty if she smiled once in a while.
That one, but there was another one. It was in that movie, The Other Sister.
Oh.
It was a Matchbox. No, it wasn't a Matchbox 20. I'll send it to you, and then you can add it to this.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, you always, and I think that's what I saw in you when I first bugged you to make you my friend, because you didn't want to be my friend because you were all like dark and gloomy, and I'm like, no, bitch, you're gonna love me.
I was emo.
You were a total emo kid, and I was just cheerleader and But anyway, like, you needed someone like her, and I'm gonna say even a dick like, and he's my compadre, I can say that, because in my eyes he was a dick. Because he was older, he thought he knew everything, and we were the dumb little teenagers, you know. So you needed those two personalities to explode in your face, to one, see that you 150 million% mattered. You 150% should be able to choose your friendships that you want and that validate you. And you needed someone like her to, you know, to see that about yourself, because I wouldn't be able to, because I was all sunshine and butterflies at that time. Like, I wasn't someone that would have been, other than a good friend to hang out with. I wasn't that psychological, theological friend that you needed. Whereas
I'm very observant in that aspect. No,
I wasn't.
You just like to go with the flow.
Let's go hang out.
Yeah.
Yes.
You always wanted to just go with the flow.
Just hang out. I'm not trying to do any drama. I just want to hang out and go have fun, you know? So I think that, and this particular Beetlejuice was supposed to explode in your face at the same time, so that you could see your value that you had, maybe because of unfortunate circumstances that you went through as a kid, friends during, you know, school time or whatever. For whatever reason, that totally like made you feel less than. And it's like, I think that you needed this to explode in your face, to be like, nah, bitch, I deserve this and even more. Like, so even though Beetlejuice, I'm kind of glad it happened to you, you know?
Yeah, I think she was an important lesson in life.
Yes.
And I am like, wish death on her. By 1,000 swords.
She did a lot.
All the time.
She did a lot to you.
Yeah. And people like that, they exist and they prey on your vulnerabilities. And that's the fucked up thing, because if you don't have someone lucky enough like me to have like an opposite person come into your life and be the player that like kind of takes you out so that you could see yourself from the outside.
Yeah.
People don't always have that. People don't always have the opportunity because I was lucky enough not to like allow myself to be isolated by her the way that she tried.
Had it not been
And
around, she would
yeah.
have.
And if it had never come around, I think I would have like totally been sucked in because I got sucked into her sister because that friendship lasted a while. But the things that she would like, I mean, this
It was
this
different
person,
manipulation.
this
It was different
girl
manipulation.
is like a fucking cult leader. She's a cult of one.
Yeah.
So be careful, world, because even though they thought differently and they worked differently, because the younger one was always me, you know, whereas the older sister was like, oh my God, you're great, you're brilliant, you do that. And then she's like, me, you know?
She would raise you up and then shoot you down. She was that what we would consider the typical narcissistic relationship you would have with a man, or
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it doesn't have to be a man.
With anybody.
Same sex partner. It doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
It's that I love you, I love you, I love you. You're the best thing in the world, and then you're nothing. You're a piece of shit. It's like from one.
No one's going to love you. Look at you.
And that was her. That's kind of how I saw her. She could never do that with me. And I don't know if it's just because I was just like, "Ugh, whatever, or I never had that inferiority complex that I felt you had because I had so many friends.
Because you came in with a lot of friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't like she couldn't tear me up, build me up and then tear me down. But she manipulated me, my heart, my feelings, my empathy. That's where she would take advantage of me because, my baby, look, I just had a baby. I'm by myself. Oh my God. I don't even know if she knew who the dad was. I think we were blaming it on one dude, but it was I don't remember. I'm a horrible memory, but I remember there was an issue with paternity with that baby.
She was engaged when I stopped talking to her with her ex-boyfriend. I forgot his name, but he was a white dude.
I don't remember the baby's name.
I forget her name too.
Yeah.
But they broke up, and then she found out she was pregnant, so they got back together. But then I think the last time that I ever had any conversation with her and as a friend,
didn't they think it was what's her name's dad? From what I remember, and I could be making this up. Please.
The first one's dad?
Yes. I remember there being some, and again, I have a horrible memory.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me.
Don't quote me.
Don't quote me. I might.
These are not facts.
These are not facts. I might be making them up from my trauma with this person, but I could have sworn that it was the Caucasian guy's kid. I think when the baby was born, like that's who was on the birth certificate. But then at the end, from what I remember or from what I concocted in my brain,
the story goes
that it ended up being the first kid's dad.
Oh.
Who could have been the dad. I remember there was a question of paternity. And then that's when I was just like, I'm out of here. Like my mom hated her. I would be getting into fights with her anytime I'd go out with her. I remember she was kind of sabotaging my friendship with, the guys, who the guys are, she was kind of getting in.
She would divide and conquer.
Yeah, like she would be like, oh, Tamara said this and then Tamara never said that, bitch. Like it was just, and they were my best friends. So it's like, no, it was just too much. I was being financially abused by her.
Yes.
And I remember. She was, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, but you know what I was thinking? How I said earlier, let's leave the Beetlejuice behind. I think I've been a toxic friend. Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out.
It tracks.
What?
I said, yeah, it tracks.
No, listen, not because of the
You're
jealousy
not toxic
thing.
in that. No,
no, I'm a jealous friend.
You just have some serious toxic traits.
No, but listen. No, don't say that. Listen. So I have a good friend whom I think was up there with you in how much I like love them and just my ride or die. And then she ended up dating my ex for a while. Don't say names because I've forgiven. I have forgiven. I have not forgotten, but I have forgiven because this particular person apologized and basically summed it up to being dumb and a
Kid.
teenager. You do stupid shit
You do
sometimes.
dumb shit. Mm-hmm.
So I've forgiven. We're good. You know, there's always that little tinge though. You forgive, but you don't forget because I'm the, and I could be wrong. I'm from the belief that if you've ever been capable of doing something not so good, it's always in there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's
You judge based on the worst thing that they've ever done to you or ever done to whoever.
anybody. Like it's like if you were able to do
Yeah.
it once, yeah, maybe you grew out of it and now you would never do it. But I'm always of the opinion of never say never because you just never know. Anyway.
It's like cheating. Once a cheater, always a cheater, right? Is that the same?
Okay, so hold on, hear me out.
Okay, sorry.
So I had this friend, not this friend that I'm talking about, but should I judge as hard as I've been judging? Because I kind of did something similar. Hear me out. Hear me out. I wasn't best friends with the person I did it to.
Okay.
The person I did it to was my other friendship, toxic relationship. I had this friendship with this person since high school. This person went to high school with me like freshman year and then took off to another high school. We kind of got back in touch through another mutual friend that we both had from the same high school I went to. So we kind of reconnected. Partied, hung out, stuff like that. But it was never actually, she actually also dated your ex.
Oh, I think I know.
I don't know if you know who this is. You might know. We'll talk about the names later. I don't want to say names.
Okay.
So
continue.
she was one of those people that she was extremely manipulative. If she didn't get her way, it was drama.
Oh.
And I don't know why I think at the time of mine and her friendship, I was in between relationships. I was getting a divorce from my ex-husband, and it was that little bit of time that I was single, like months that I was single. All my friends were all married with kids, so she was my only single friend who I could hang out with on the days that I didn't have the girls on the weekends. So I think it was just I needed that distraction, and she was the only person that I had that can fulfill that. Like, I don't want to go hang out with the guys because it's like, there's only so much you can fucking do with the guys at this point. You know, we're already, what, late 20, early 30s at this point, and it's just like, I was already annoyed. Like, it's like, grow up, guys. You know, like, I was just over them. So this was my only single. So I guess I kind of used her a little bit, but she was annoying as fuck. I'm gonna say this now. Like, I couldn't stand her because it was drama. Anytime we'd go out and she didn't go her way, or we didn't go out where she wanted to go, and if we didn't leave when she wanted to leave, and it was always something. And you know me, I'm just like, chill, dude. I just wanted to have fun, relax. I don't want to deal with you're just
This
too
isn't a
much.
schedule.
No, you're just too much. Like, as I'm just your friend. Imagine a guy dating you. No wonder you have no men. Like, no wonder everyone dumps you because you're just so high maintenance. So anyway, she dated your ex for a little bit. And I think he dumped her too because she was just too much. And I don't remember. I think we fell out really badly. Like it wasn't a good, it was kind of like a you and your Beetlejuice. It was just a bad ending. And then
Was that right after you divorced
I was in the process
the white devil?
Yeah, I was in the process of doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I already had my chunk. I
Okay.
already had the girls they were little.
Okay.
So me and her, we fell off badly. And then
Yeah.
a year or two later, her ex fiance reached out to me. And we hung out, went out a couple times, but we were nothing. But you know, we went out.
You get curious?
So he ended up just being like, yeah, no, never mind. But I dabbled there, and
But you guys weren't really friends,
we
were
were.
you, at
It
the
was like
time?
we were frenemies.
You guys had already.
You know what? We were frenemies. We would hang out, but I just didn't like her. Like she just annoyed, but she was the only friend available.
Do you think that she also felt the same way about you? Not,
yeah.
not liked you, but
I'm sure.
was like,
I don't know.
this is the only friend I've got now. So
No, because she had other friends.
with friends like that,
didn't.
you don't need enemies. Oh.
So
So you just kind of like latched onto her because she was the
she
only
was
one
the
available.
only one, and I'm not the type at that moment. That's when I was becoming cabronica number 2, where it's just like I don't want to make new friends. I'm kind of just done with shit.
Explain what cabronica number 2 is.
Oh, so when I met cabronica, we were in school, and I was a typical cheerleader. Yay! Let's get together.
Truly
Kumbaya.
happy. She had like that toxic positivity
I saw
personality.
the world with pink colored frames, and Veronica was this little thing with short ass boy hair at the corner.
But full of emotions. Full of emotions.
You know that Disney movie, the Emotions movie? That's her. She had all of them.
You named me Daria for a while.
She was Daria. So she was in the corner like this, just mad dogging everybody with her short little pixie haircut. Oh no, did you have your pixie haircut then, or did you have your little bob?
I think I had a bob then.
Okay. And I always thought she was so pretty. I always thought, I would see her and I'd be like, that girl's really pretty. If she only would put makeup on. I'm like, she's got really pretty features. And I remember thinking that you had Julia Roberts' mouth. I still do. I'm like, she resembles like a Julia Roberts, like right here. Like, I could do so much with her. I want her to be my Barbie. And I'm going to make her my Barbie. And I did. I bugged the shit out of her forever. And then we realized we lived by each other.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I have a car. I could take you home, boo-boo.
Yeah.
And she's like, fine. So she hesitantly became my friend. And to this day, almost 30 years later, she still hesitantly is my sister. It just has to happen. Like, she has no way out. Like, I think she finally realizes now in her late 40s. She realizes
I'm locked and loaded, baby. Locked and loaded.
So when I say my cabronica side, because that's what, when she gets emo and stuff like that, that's cabronica coming out. Because she was just like, she hated everyone. And so anyway, at that age, that's when I started becoming cabronica. I was going through a divorce. I had seen what a horrible human being could be to me and their children. So my rose-colored glasses were shattered. And that's when I started becoming cabronica. And now I am cabronica.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like I didn't have such a great coming of age, situation with my marriage. That's really my only toxic relationship.
Like upfront.
Yeah, like yeah. So
yeah.
I didn't want to start making new friends. And since she was someone I already knew, I'm like, fuck it. She had other friends, though. So I don't know. I don't know why she still was my friend. I don't know if it was a frenemies thing. I felt like she was a frenemies thing with me. It was kind of, I really was using her just to hang out. To have someone to hang out with, someone to just go to the movies with, someone that was going to be around for me when I didn't have the girls.
I I remember you told me one time that one of your friends, I think this was, before COVID and all that stuff.
Yeah.
One of your friends basically told you, like, I can't be friends with you because you don't check on me and you're not interested in my life or something like that. And you were told that you were a bad friend. Is this that friend?
Maybe. I don't remember that. Again, my memory sucks. She's the only person that I can think. I mean, everyone else is still around.
Yeah.
No, actually, there's another one. Erica's not around. But I don't remember why I stopped talking to her. Yeah, see, in between when you decided to grow up and be a mom and be a wife and shit like that, a lot of shit happened to me in that. Because, I mean, I couldn't take you out. I mean, you had babies. You had baby Ben. And
look, if you learn
Now
later on
I
in life
can.
that if you actually know, because we used to still go out before when I was still like mothering a 7-year-old and 3-year-old, I didn't care. It didn't keep me locked in the house.
Why didn't I take you then? I think I just wanted to be ratchet, and I just couldn't be ratchet.
Yeah,
with you.
I think so. And you were like, I'm not okay with that.
I can't because
you couldn't do that with me because I was like married.
Yeah. Even though guys would hit on her.
He's not gonna hear that.
You better not edit this out, Alvin. When we would go out to bars,
I did.
hit on, and she's the dumbest flirt. Oh my God, Alvin, you are safe.
I don't know how to flirt. I don't know how to.
The guys would flirt with her, and then she'd bring up
so hot.
Yes, and she'd bring up like her kids and husband. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I mean, now I won't go out because I have a good man, Savannah. I finally have a good man, but Alvin, you're safe. She didn't know how to flirt. She doesn't know when they're flirting with her. They could have stuck their penis in her face. She'd be like, "Oh, what's that?" Yeah.
No, yeah, because
he's safe.
Men are so much fucking work, dude. Like, why would I want to work like twice in one day just to try to keep up? No, I can't. Like, that's just no.
Yeah.
But
so then going back to my
the friend, frenemy.
My frenemy.
The friend.
So it's kind of like, am I a hypocrite? Where I still have, I don't feel any type of way. This friend that did this to me when we were young, we were teenagers, 18, 19 years old. I still consider.
I don't think so because
her my
like
friend.
you with that first friend that did that to you, que te hizo la cochinada. You guys were friends. You guys were like tight. She was your ride or dog. She was ride or die.
I've realized
road dog.
Right. I've realized though in some friendships that I've had and I think that's why you're the only one left that I'm like, no, this bitch is my ride or die because I've realized
you had a lot of ride or dies. even when we first started, I remember you had another Veronica in your life. That was always with you when we were.
She went crazy. No, I don't know. Just that one was just different. She was my ride or die in high school, but we were so different. And it wasn't a frenemies thing. It wasn't a frenemies thing. I genuinely enjoyed being around her.
But no, like I was saying, that first friend of yours, I think that was fucked up, and you cannot put yourself in the same category as her because you guys weren't tight like that.
No,
I think it sounds like to me, and I don't know if people listening would agree with me, that you guys were both using each other mutually.
Probably.
And had she had the chance to do it to you, it would have been done to you like 1,000%. Do you think?
Maybe. I can see it happening because she did. Memory unblocked.
See? Oh my God.
When we were in high school, I liked two guys that I remember. And this is when she was still there. I think she left because girls wanted to kick her ass. Again, red flag. Why people didn't like her. They wanted to kick her ass. So her mom took her out. That's so funny. This is unlocking so many memories now with this particular friend because so I liked two guys. And when I told her that I liked the first guy, she got with him in
So,
high school. But see, I didn't remember this until right now that you said that. You unlocked a memory in me.
ella te hizo la cochinada primero.
And then when I told her, she did. She got with him, and they were together. And it's funny because we were cool. We actually, during that time, we all would hang out. He was married. Like, no, there was nothing. Perfect gentleman. We would just like reminiscing, hang out, go get drinks, all of us together. But he was a perfect gentleman. He didn't want anything to do with her or me. Like, it was never anything bad.
Yeah,
But
he just wanted to
ended
be your friend.
Right. So he ended up being around. And I remember telling him that. And he's like, yeah, she came out of nowhere. Like that he never thought she liked him. And then all of a sudden she's like, hey, I like you. And I'm like, it's probably when I told her I liked you. So
That's conga.
right. And then a few months later, someone told me this other guy liked me. And I was like, yeah, I think he's cute too. And she tried getting with him. Now I don't think he got with her. I don't remember them being together, but it was like, oh, you're that chick. You're that friend that if your friends like someone, just to prove that you can do it.
Se lo tiene que bajar primero. Just so she can be like, I am that bitch.
Yes. So you just unlocked that memory. Yeah. Had she had the opportunity.
Again, no, you're not that toxic friend because you weren't really her friend. And I think there was a mutual unspoken consent between the two of you that you guys weren't really friends. You were just friends.
No, I never claimed for her to be my best. No, never best friends.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, not even your friend. Like, I'm just saying friend in the loosest term. The most obscure, loosest friend term that you could use. Like people that I know could be like, oh, that's my friend. And we'd be like, no, that's your acquaintance. You don't hang out with them. You don't know their life. That's not your friend.
Yeah.
But,
okay, so then I feel better for
you're not. No.
Because I would
not.
never, ever do that to like you.
Like
or to
when
the
I
friend
introduced
that did it to me. Like
to you, I never felt like that you would
No,
ever.
because I would never. It's not
First
in my
of all,
persona.
You were like already, oh my God, he's
him.
old and he's a dad and that's disgusting.
But the thing is, if I was that
you came between me and my friend.
See, that was my biggest issue with him. Like he was
like
a handsome
the worst
guy.
thing that you were gonna do was poison the shit out of him so you can get away from me.
Yeah. But see, I said it to his face. Like, I hated you because you took her. Like, literally, that was my only issue with him. Like, you took her. And you were old as fuck and we were still young. So we still had partying to do. And you already did your fucking partying because you're old as fuck. And now we're stuck at fucking being pregnant with you.
How dare you take away my party pal?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you just meshed. You just intertwined. You don't understand how special you are to me. And no, I don't. Fuck you. But listen, you
I feel so warm and cuddly.
No, don't. You're grossing me out. No, listen. You just so easily intertwined with my friends, even though you're a dick. You're amiable. Like you fit in.
I go with the flow.
Yes, you fit in perfectly. Yeah, and with my family, same thing with my family. Like my cousins, the fucking pumpkin patch, the kids every year. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you've intertwined perfectly with my family, with my rollover of friendships. Like you've just kind of like
boyfriends.
Yeah, my boyfriend, like everything. So it's kind of like I think that's why you morph very well with every situation that we've put you in. You could easily be with Chunti family members and you're like, let's go.
I'm very pliable.
You're very pliable. You are so fluid. In regards to my true friends, my mom always would have rather you guys live there than have us go out. Like in my mom's head, quédense hasta que se mueran. Like she would rather all of us have stayed in her home because it's a control thing, you know, like she knew what we were doing. She, you know, even if we were locked in my room doing brujeria, whatever we were doing.
Anyway, well, yeah, I don't think that you should, you might have toxic traits, but I think that like most of us do, unless you're like
Perfect.
Jane Goodall, or
Yeah.
you probably have a toxic trait or two.
I think we all have toxic traits. I think for the most part, we have better morals that kind of control us versus other people that we've had to endure in our life.
Our moral compass has been
Is it
redefined
Yes.
by the bad experiences I think that we have had.
Yes.
Like what you went through with your ex, what I went through with my 4-month-old ex, and then
and friendships.
and his mom,
and friendships,
and the friendship and the long friendship that I had. And I think, yeah, like you said, yeah, maybe I did need it to see where my worth was at that point in my life. But I think that if you're a good person at heart and deep within, you take those bad toxic lessons and you use them for good.
or you try not to replicate them.
You try not to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as you can, because of course you also need to educate yourself more on like what is toxic and what is not.
Right.
Because, we still end up doing things that, we shouldn't have done and we have to ask for forgiveness for, but that's neither here nor there. As long as you take what you learned, like abusers were abused.
Yes.
But that's not always true for everybody, because we're not abusers and we were abused as kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you can't. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
Menopause.
You can't put yourself. Yeah. You can't put yourself in that same category when you do have those little faults.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, yeah. Because, like I said, when I introduced you to, I knew that you weren't going to be interested in him in any sort of way.
I love him now, though. Okay, let's reiterate,
And
please.
Yes.
I love him so much.
He knows.
Now.
He knows how much. You defend him a lot more now than you do me, and I'm just like this bitch,
crazy bitch. But,
shut up.
But
you just like to piss me off. But
I did.
But when I introduced him to the other one,
I think he broke both our hearts. One, I think she got her heart broken because she knew she would no longer have her little, what is it, marionette? Is that what, the little puppet?
Marionette, yeah.
You were her marionette. So I think it broke her heart because you were her marionette. And she realized she was no longer going to be able to control you.
She was losing her head.
He was. So she, in her head, she was losing the control over you, and you were willingly giving it to him. In her head, not that was happening, but in her head, I got brokenhearted because my friend got taken away, and I've said that since day one. I said it to you. I said it to him. I said it to my mama. I said it to Kirsten, and Kirsten says you're fucking batshit crazy. Don't talk about my Nino like that. But that's a different story because she's so obsessed with him, and I'm just like, why? But anyway, everyone knows. They're like, the only reason why she don't like my Nino is because she took you away. And she'll tell you if you ask her, why didn't your mom? Yeah, everyone knows.
She has told me.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I'm fucking crazy. But yeah, so that's when I knew like that her friendship or my relationship with her was not gonna last.
Yeah, it was gone.
Because I'm like, I'm not here to support you to be your husband and to give you all this like.
And that's kind of what you served that purpose for a long time. At least for the time that I was around both of you, when I was in that little throuple we had going on. You really took that place, Monica.
I took care of her.
You were that husband. You were that unofficial husband to her, and the dad to the daughter. Because you would, I remember when we would do
I would
stuff,
take her.
when
I would get home, I would take her with me.
I remember. So yeah, you were that to her, and Alvin took that away.
Yeah.
In her head.
That's what she. Yeah. But yeah, she tried to get with him too, and I always used to say, he's like, Tamara's like that loud person that likes to have attention, but she's funny, so it's easy to give her attention. but she's playful and she's friendly and she's very amicable. He's like, you can tell. He goes, I could tell from the moment that I met your friend that she was always used to having the attention. So she wouldn't do it loud like Tamara, but she would do it like behind your back. And she always, he's like, when you guys used to go out together to clubs and to concerts, was she always the one getting the attention from the guys? And I go, yeah, all the time. It was her or her sister. Like, I never got any attention. It was either one of them always getting picked up on, not me. I never got picked up on. He's like, yeah, I can tell that she's used to the attention from all the men. Like, he would see her friends, her guy friends, come and pick them up. And of course, they knew her. They were very comfortable. But the minute any one of them would start giving me more attention, she would try to reel that friend back in one way or another. Like, in that same space.
Yeah.
And he's like, did she ever do that? And I'm like, no. Like, at first I said, no, she doesn't do that. But as I got older, I'm like, oh, yeah, she did. Like, she liked being the center of attention, especially for men. Like, she was in some ways like her mom, where the attention from a man was more important to her than a friendship or a daughter or anything else that was going on.
Yeah.
Because I am so pretty and I'm so this and I can sing and blah, blah, blah. And I used to dance. I was a ballerina. I know that I don't look like it, but yo bailaba en el ballet de que no sé qué. And I'm like,
I'm trying to remember if she was pretty. I remember her. I remember thinking the Chola sister was very pretty.
Yeah.
Out of all of them,
she was not ugly. She was not ugly. She was she isn't attractive, or was. I don't know if I've. But
I saw pictures of her. I'll when I'm in LA, I'll look at them.
To me, she was pretty, like not in a conventional way, but just attractive. And I could see why guys would hit on her. But at the same time, once you get to know a person, like the real face,
maybe that's why
up.
I didn't.
And you're like,
see, and that's why I always thought you were pretty.
Oh,
I did.
So warm and fuzzy.
Okay,
Look at all the love that she's giving me, guys.
No, I don't love her. She annoys the shit out of me.
She loves me so much.
Do you understand how many times I sock my left nut?
Even when she hates me,
I don't hate her. It's just, you know what? The issue I have with Pinche Veronica is that we're both Capricorns and we're the total opposite of each other.
Yes.
Opposites. Complete opposites. But I couldn't have someone
you're
like
me. You're like the fire that I'm going to drown you in. And you're just like, get away from me. I'm like, you're on fire. And let me put you out. And you're like,
I call her my
I don't want to be put out.
hippie.
I like being on fire.
No, and she's right. She's describing us to a T because I am. I'm always on the go. I have these things. Like, I'm very type A. Like, if you say 5, it better be 5. If you tell me 5 minutes before that, no, it's not 5, I'm going to hit you. She knows that. Whereas she's very, like
we did have this conversation before I went on recording.
Yeah. Yeah, because her and them and Jen drive me crazy in switching times, but we'll discuss that later. That's my type A personality. Whereas she's fluid. Like I said before, she's my hippie. And that's why my girls love her so much, because she's just like, if it happens, it happens. Okay. I can't. I'm not wired to be like.
You're not
say
developed
lovey,
that way.
Say lovey. No. It has to be regimented. I have to have a schedule. Everything has to be written down. And if I wrote it down in pen, it better happen. If it's pencil, okay, maybe I have an eraser for it.
It's already written in stone the first time you say it in a text.
Kinda,
keep it or get the fuck out of my face.
Kinda. And we've had texts about, do you mind if we switch times for the podcast?
I'll try not to do it again.
No, okay, the thing is, go for it. Switch it, but give me a time. Don't tell me, well, you guys
No, the last time I switched it,
No, listen, this is what happened, and I'm going to talk smack
I'm trying
about
to take
this
a census. No,
that's
I don't
need a
We're
census.
Done.
You know what? No.
We'll see you guys next time.
She's going to hang up on me. See, you better not. And please write on the comments if you agree with me, because you will. This podcast is because of her.
If you're a type A,
listen, this whole thing originated because of her. right?
Yeah.
This is her baby. This is her baby. I've always been there for. Yes, I'm such a support when it comes to anything dealing
You're
with
like,
her.
I'll get on the train.
Hell yeah, I'll get on the
See
train.
where
I
it
will
goes.
be your cheerleader. I will put lube on any crickety cricket. That sounded bad, but I meant like crickety cricket because we're old. Listen.
Okay.
Listen. This is her
Don't lube
baby.
me up.
And that's why Alvin is our producer.
Even though we've seen each other's parts.
Every part. Like, we have no shame. But listen. Listen. I'm extremely type A. And there's, we all have lives. There's stuff that's going to happen. We know that. But if you're going to ask for a switch in time, I'm 150% okay with that. But don't ask, what time do you guys want to do this at? But it better not be at 8 or 9 in the morning. Bitch, then tell us what the fuck time you want it to happen. That drives me insane. And you know why it drives me insane? Because my mom has done that my whole life to me. ¿Qué quieren comer? Ay, pues se me antoja unos tacos de papa con chile verde. Ay, no. Yo prefiero una comidita china. Then why are you asking me when you're going to want to do comida china? That hour thing is the same thing. Her and Jennifer switch hours, which I'm fine. But give me a time. Don't just ballpark it and be like, when do you guys want to do it? Tell me. Can we do it around 4 or 5?
Okay.
Can we do it at midnight?
You made your
and I will figure shit out on my side. I will be there for you because I'm your cheerleader. I'm always going to be like, yay, Veronica, let's get this shit done. Let's gossip online for hundreds to hear us.
Please comment on this conversation that we're having.
I'm type A and she's fluid.
Tell me if you agree with her.
No, they're going to say I'm fucking crazy and that you're just trying to be this angel.
How do you know? Maybe
because most people think
because
I'm crazy.
there are things that happen within our pod when we're like texting each other ideas and we're trying to discuss that I will go off and tell you about something or I'll get on the group text and I'll be like telling Jen, you need to talk more. Let's figure out what. So
my thing is time. Anyway, I will talk about Dookie. I will talk about
toxicity is going to show full length as this thing continues.
It's gonna. You guys are going to see what we really are like. I think people already kind of see what
we will be exposed by the end of whatever this is.
Yeah.
So anyway,
okay.
Thank you everybody for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tamara, for being here. Always being here.
Always.
You're the best.
I'm your cheerleader.
I love you.
I love you too.
All right. Comment, like, and share, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.